Hey everybody, welcome to the Gunther Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can you believe that I am almost at 100 interviews recorded? Could not have done it without y'all support, but I need y'all to do two things for me. Like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. I am here in this lovely store with this lovely individual. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Meeluvh, how are you doing?
I'm lovely, and yourself?
Good. First of all, thank you for taking this time. I love your nails. Those are nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, mine's look a hot mess, but those are really good. Those are really good. First of all, thank you for just taking this time out with me to chop it up about your lovely store, lovely things you got going on. Greatly appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally got a chance to meet up because I'm not gonna, tell who basically came for me, but I'm not gonna point elbows.
To duke it out.
I'm not gonna point no elbows, but there was one person who told me, I'm just playing. But like, true story, y'all. So I did an interview with Real is Rare. I think it was back in August, and I walked past your store and I didn't know you was here, and you came for me heavy. I think it was last week, and was like, so how you just gonna walk past my store and not stop? I didn't know you was here, but regardless of it, I'm here now.
It's a secret. Secret Garden, so I'm not all.
Yeah. So how did that name even come about, Meeluvhs Secret Garden?
Well, I'm a very holistic, homeopathic person, and I deal a lot with herbs and stuff like that. And so Meeluvh, I like to play off of it because Meeluvh is my poetry name, but Meeluvh means self-love. Me love myself, you know what I mean? So Meeluvhs Secret Garden, herbs, rituals, queendom,
Yeah, I can tell the big like queen vibe the minute I stepped in here, looking around, got the beautiful store, you got the beautiful, equipment here. So like, what made you decide to open up your store here in Youngstown?
Well, it was very important to me that I did it in Youngstown and not in the other boroughs like Boardman and Canfield and stuff like that, because this is definitely for the inner city. I feel like the inner city needs a place where they could come and heal, get educated on herbs, and holistic remedies and things like that.
So for those people that may not know what herbs are, can you hit on that?
Oh, herbs are plants that grow off the ground, that, have healing properties. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like lavender can relax you, is really good for skin and stuff like that.
So like, what made you decide to, even do more research on things of that nature just to implement those things here in your store?
Truthfully, my own personal journey. Meeluvhs Secret Garden came about with myself when I was diagnosed with bipolar 2.
Yes.
And I had basically a doctor tell me, like, you're going to have to take these for the rest of your life to live a normal life, And I've always been anti-westernized medicine.
Yes.
I never took any medication. I don't even care if I'm sick, I will drink some tea in a minute, okay?
My fiance is the same way. She does not like taking stuff. Versus me, if I get a headache, I need a Tylenol, I need ibuprofen. And the saddest is, like, when you have a big head like I do and you get a headache, all that stuff just circulates around.
Peppermint oil, take that right away, almost immediately.
I'm gonna make sure to take some of that before I go, because I feel I'm starting to creep up. But
oh no. But yeah, so when I went through that experience, it was very disheartening. And so I did research, like, there has to be a natural way to either heal or help my bipolar 2. So I started doing an immense amount of research, and I realized, like, okay, for one, my eating is trash.
Yes.
You cannot be chemically balanced and eat chemicals with every meal, and there's so many chemicals in our food nowadays. It was just like, oh my goodness, I have to do something about it. So my first step was veganism. It was, incorporating a plant-based diet, and basically going all in, because this was for my mental health, you know what I mean? So it's like, do I want a burger or do I want to be mentally healthy? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I started off with veganism, and it just was amazing. It opened my mind. It cleared up so much. Like, just that alone was so beneficial to my mental health, right?
Yes.
And so then I also started studying herbs, like, because I realized my emotions were kind of like, so I started studying herbs and created my own tea blends.
Yes.
And they worked great. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if only other people realized they didn't have to take westernized medication, you know what I mean, to heal from anything. Herbs heal everything.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what started my journey. My own self, it was just like, I have to live my life better than this, because I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Clearly you've done that.
Thank you. And this is just the beginning,
Yes.
But I knew that I wanted to provide a service. My father is a social worker, and like my whole life, because he used to take me to work with him and stuff like that. And my whole life people came to me like, oh, your father is amazing. He's a drug and alcohol counselor.
Yes.
As well, you know, he's amazing. He's done so much for my life. And he wanted me to, you know, take that path as well. But I wanted to do a social justice in another way.
Yes.
You know, and which is, you know, healing people mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Because I knew how it felt to need that healing mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and not really have the proper education or the tools. So I thought, you know.
So you mentioned healing people spiritually, mentally, and that's not something that, I feel like in the Black community we hit on enough, especially mental health. How important is it, do you feel, that as African Americans that we basically stay woke to making sure that we are good mentally?
So important. It's either if you don't, it's going to be detrimental to you, period. It, like, mental health gets swept under the rug in the Black community, and it's so sad that, like, you know, a lot of people don't feel comfortable with saying, you know, mom, dad, I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? Or this was traumatic for me and now I have, you know, nightmares, or I can't get past it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then for the parents who do actually want to help, due to lack of education, their the first thing they want to do is send them to a doctor.
Yeah.
You know, send them to a psychiatrist that gets paid to, you know, send you, give you pharmaceuticals. You know, that really doesn't actually help heal you in any type of way. You know, it isn't really getting to the root of the problem. It's just like sedating you to say, okay, I'm usually sad, I'm usually angry, but if I would take this pill, I won't feel anything. But my trauma's still there. You know what I mean? So
it gets to a point when you can't just keep putting it under the rug. You have to deal with the root of the problem. Once you find out what the root of the problem is, you continue to grow, you continue to learn from it. And there's nothing wrong with having a mental disorder. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a mental challenge, because I remember a very good friend of mine, like a little brother to me, came out about his. And, you know, people embraced them just for having the boldness to, you know, come out. So if somebody's dealing with that, it's not anything to be ashamed of. It's
the fact that we all live with mental illnesses, whether it's post-traumatic stress from having some type of trauma in your youth or adulthood, even a relationship, having a bad, draining relationship.
It can get to you mentally,
It can cause post-traumatic stress when, like, for example, if you're in a relationship and your partner isn't faithful, now you have PTSD because you can't really trust, and you're afraid that your new partners are going to cheat on you. It's just like your fear now. You have this fear from a past trauma, that's post-traumatic stress, or being depressed and things like that, you know, anxiety. All of those are normal. If everyone were to get tested, everyone would have some type of mental health issue. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, the best thing you can do is, you know, read up on it and find a holistic way to heal it. You know, or, you know, that's why I have Meeluvhs Secret Garden, because this is what I'm here for, to help you deal with your trauma, heal with your trauma, and live a healthy life.
I love how you get so excited when you talk about Meeluvhs Garden. You know, beautiful smile. I told you was gonna smile when you was on camera with me too. I told you, I knew I was gonna get you. That's what anytime somebody interviews with me, you're gonna feel love, you're gonna feel joy. That's what you can feel here. So I understand that on Sundays you actually do something here for women, correct?
Yes, self-care Sundays. I love it. Okay, listen, like,
did y'all see how excited, like, you know, she just got self-care Sundays?
So don't make me do the ugly laugh, because everybody knows my laugh is atrocious. Atrocious. No, but self-care Sundays, I've been literally trying to have a tribe for like years. Like, I just feel like sisterhood will save the planet. Facts. Like, once we heal our women can heal our men. And then it's just like love, you know, because love is always the remedy, right? Right. So basically, Self-Care Sunday is a way for women to come together and self-care, pop up and get pampered, do a facial or get your face beat, whatever makes you feel good, massages, work out. Like, we have a fitness trainer on site, and it's just so much love. There's no gossip, no slander, no judgment. Come as you are. You know, like last week we had pajamas and we were fun. Listen, I didn't have a lick of makeup on, looking crazy in my unicorn pajamas, but it was fun and refreshing and great vibes. Like, literally everybody came in here and just felt the love, you know what I mean? And that's what I love about Self-Care Sundays.
I love how you have the heart for it, you know, like you want to embrace the women for who they are. And especially now that we're in Women's Month, when I feel like it doesn't really get enough credit, because let's just be real, without a woman, we wouldn't be here, period.
Okay.
You know, without moms, aunties, cousins, the other moms, because y'all know Black folks got more than one mother. Ain't no denying that at all.
Shout out to the mothers who aren't our biological mothers, but are still our mothers.
Yeah, because Lord knows y'all didn't prayed for me. Y'all done gave me some food. Even slapped me beside my head a couple times.
Yes,
That's all.
needed it, but we needed it.
I know I needed it just a little bit. But, you know, speaking about needs, and this was definitely a shop that this community, you know, definitely needed. What are the things that you have in here that most people can come in and check out?
Well, my most popular seller is the Yoni Steams, which is like a holistic way to, you know, get in touch with your feminine side and heal your feminine side, as well as just like any natural care products. Like men and women could come here and get all natural deodorant, body wash, soaps and things like that with no additives, aluminums, parabens and stuff like that that are detrimental to your physical health.
Yes.
And it's so important that we actually read the back of our labels and find out what we're putting in your body. But here at Meeluvhs Secret Garden, you're guaranteed to get all natural and organic products all the time. High quality. So, yeah.
I love it. So when people come in here and they're looking not only to just buy something, but sometimes even build a relationship, how do you do that with your customers?
I mean, it's just so natural because I'm a lover. I love people, especially women. Like, you know what I mean? I love women because, you know, I am a woman. You know, I embrace that we go through so much and we stay so strong and we keep going. You know what I mean? So,
yes.
I mean, I'm just a people person anyway. So it's just not like I'm a happy person. I've always been that way. So, you know, people come in and I'm actually just excited that they're supporting. I'm excited that they found this, you know, secret place that they can actually come and be themselves, feel good. Like, you don't even have to come shop. A lot of people come in. I have a nook area where you can read or just, you know, vibe. I always have good vibes, meditation, yoga, and stuff like this.
I took yoga my senior year of college. I didn't realize how intense that was.
People sleep.
I took yoga and meditation, and because I was an athlete for so long, I thought I could just naturally go into it. Nah, man, that stuff is real.
People sleep on yoga. They think it's like light exercise.
Nah,
but no, it
it's
takes
legit.
Core strength, thigh strength, like
mental strength as well.
Very
like
much
I
so.
remember the classes that I took. Obviously, I wasn't the most advanced, but I could somewhat hang in there. And then I seen this one person put their leg up and just hold it, and I was like, oh man, this is crazy. But they told me, man, it's all mental. And I was like, well, how do you mean it's all mental? Well, what do you mean it's all mental? And they said, bro, all you gotta do is think it and you can do it.
You can do anything. Like, seriously, we slept on that phrase growing up, that you can do whatever you put your mind to, but it's actually so factual. Life is mind over matter. Like, I literally told myself, well, I'm so used to saying 8 months ago, but like maybe a year and a half ago, I told myself, you know, I'm going to have a store. I'm going to have a store. You know, I was struggling entrepreneur. Like, I decided to quit my job and become a full-time henna artist, not realizing like there'll be slow days and all this. But I just told myself, I'm going to have a store. I'm going to make a difference in my community. And 8 months later, just from putting that, you know, like repeating that, affirming myself, being confident in that, I was able to, you know, manifest that with the wonderful people that were put in my life and things like that. And it's just like, you can be and do whatever you put your mind to. Tell yourself it, and it definitely will happen. So.
I love the positive energy that you have, those positive vibes. One of the things I picked up on when I came in here earlier, you definitely credit yourself on appearance. Who did your makeup? Because this is very nice.
Oh, shout out to my MUA, Yasmir. With Yasmania, she's out of Warren, and I love her. She's also a part of my Sunflower Squad on Self-Care Sundays, but she always pops up and does her thing.
She did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Know, I don't think she could do anything with all this over here.
I mean,
I stay in my lane, okay? I stay in my lane. Well, if anybody wanted to connect with you about your store, wanted to learn some more information about things you have going on, how could they do that?
Okay, so you can follow my Facebook page, which is Meeluvh Iman. Meeluvh is spelled MEELUVH. I'm also Meeluvh on Instagram and at Meeluvhs Secret for my business page. So definitely connect with me. I'll connect back, and I would love to have you here.
Well, nothing else needs to be asked. Ms. Meeluvh, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Chris.
Greatly appreciate you. Make sure you guys come on out here to Meeluvhs Secret Garden,
yes.
located 2828 Mahoning Avenue, or is it 2622? Okay, either way, it's 2622 Mahoning Avenue, Meeluvhs Secret Garden. Thank you guys so much for watching. Two things, remember, like and share this video. The Chris Gunther Show featuring Ms. Meeluvh. I'll see y'all next time. God bless. I'm out.
Peace and blessings.